Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. It's a bit of a dying art really, but I wanted to bring to the table, so to speak, some tea leaf readings, guys. Tea leaf readings been going on since about the 1800s, and it was mostly used by travellers, gypsies, throughout the centuries, where they would read the tea leaves for certain clients, etc. So I actually purchased this deck of tea leaf fortune cards. Oh, I should say I've had this deck now for about 2 years, and it was by Ray Hepburn. And the concept of the cards, guys, there's 200 circular cards in this deck, and it does cover 12 months of the year. Okay, so you can actually do a 12-month forecast with a tea leaf reading. It also can sort of concentrate on one area. If you're doing it face to face, you could ask the client to pick one of these cards, and on here we've got areas of love, career, happiness, marriage, success and wealth. Okay, so that's another way of, if somebody's got a specific question in an area where they need answers to. And then we have the main 182 cards that assist with the reading along with what's picked up in the actual cup. So I just thought it'd be nice to bring this to the table and see what kind of readings we get. And I was going to start on the lovely month of October, so I've picked out the October card. So that's the introduction to what I'm going to be doing today for you. So what I'm going to do now is read for the lovely star sign of Cancer. So I'm a lovely Cancer. What I'm going to do is just get some tea leaves to start with and sprinkle in this cup so we can get you a reading from the leaves put in. So I'm just going to sprinkle those in to start with. And then I'm just going to add the hot water to the cup. This is very civilised, isn't it? Tea for two. I'm just going to put the hot water in there, and then we'll give it a little stir, Cancer, just to get the intention going. So what lovely messages have we got for my lovely Cancers for the end of October? So I'll just give that a little tap, and we'll start swishing around to get the tea leaves working for you guys. Here we go. I'm just going to take the excess out of the cup for a second. You don't need all that water in. So I'll just take a little bit out, and we'll carry on swirling, guys, to build up your picture of what we've got here for you in the teacup. So that's just what we have to do now is turn this over, okay, and we always face the handle to start with towards the heart, okay, because that sets the intention. And then what we have to do is turn the cup 3 times anti-clockwise. So I'm just going to do that now for you guys. So we've got 1, 2 and 3, okay. Just going to let the tea leaves settle on the cup for a second, and then I have to tap the top of the cup 3 times. It's the old Romany gypsy way of allowing us to then enter into the cup to read what spirit messages or what messages are there. So I'm just going to tap this 3 times then. 1, 2, 3, and we can have a look of what messages we've got in here. Oh, this is quite a interesting busy cup, Cancer. So let's have a look what we've got here for you guys. Okay, I'm seeing the name here straight away. That's just jumping out of this cup to me at the top. I've got Mary. Okay, Now, whether this is a Mary in the spirit world that is currently around Cancer at the moment for some significant reason, whether it's an anniversary of their passing in the month at the end of October going into November, but I've just that Mary has just jumped out straight away, guys, for Cancer there. Or it could be a Mary on the earth plane who isn't well at the moment, okay? But that's the first thing that I've got jumping out of this cup for you lovely Cancers. Okay, now I've also got the image of a star here, absolutely bright, popping out star, and that means to me that there's some achievement, some award, some creditation going to be around my Cancers for the end of October. Now this might be something where you've been on a course, or you've been on some kind of seminar, or you've been doing some kind of study where you've had a certificate at the end of it to say, you know, you've passed this. So that star is just jumping out at me at the cup as well. Okay. I've also got two lovebirds here. So I do feel that for some of my Cancers, this could be going into the end of October, the start of a new relationship. So I'm also picking that out as well. And also in the cup, I've got a starfish here showing up in this cup. Now, starfish to me is about something resurfacing, okay? Something that needs to come back to the surface. Now, this could be that it could be paperwork, legalities that are being looked at the moment, okay? This is what I'm feeling with some of my Cancers. Something needs resurfacing, something needs looking at about small print, okay? Because there's a pen here next to that starfish. So it's like to say, before you sign on the dotted line, Cancer, just get that paperwork and double check it, okay? Because that's what I'm picking up here in the cup. I'm just going to turn it around a little bit more and see what else I can pick up here, okay? Now I've got a butterfly as well here. It's so prominent in the cup here. I don't know whether the camera will be able to pick it up, to be fair. But there's an image here of a butterfly. So butterflies in the teacup fortune telling scenario is about transformation and change. So I do feel there is some changes happening around Cancer towards the end of October. Now this could be changes in your life environment or your work environment, okay? But there is some changes around your Cancer at the end of October. Just having a look what else we've got in here. So I like to scroll into these tea leaves and have a look what else we've got showing up. Other symbols. Right, okay. I've got a snake in here as well. Now this is interesting because I had a snake come up in my first Aries reading, and this is so whether you've got any connection with an Aries Cancer here, but I've got the same symbol of a snake, and the snake is about being someone who's being dishonest or untrustworthy around you, okay? So it's just to be mindful that some information that you may hear or maybe said to you, don't take it on first value, really. Just to say, if it's information that you hear about something that somebody tells you, don't take it for granted that what they're telling you is to be true. Because I just feel there's a little bit of underhanded gossip here that's going to be coming across your path. And it's just to say, don't take it for face value, because I just sense a little bit of dishonesty here from a person or a work colleague around you that is just being a little bit untruthful. Okay, so that's what I also pick up as well. Let's have a quick look at what else we can see. And there's also a arrow here. It actually looks like an anchor now, looking at it. I've actually got a picture of an anchor here, guys. So that just says you need to ground yourself. Coming towards the end of October, then you need to look at what's going on around you and start to ground yourself a little bit, because I just feel that some of my Cancers may have been doing too much, and you're flitting here, trying to flit here, there and everywhere, doing too much, and it's saying you need to ground yourself a little bit coming into October as well, guys. Okay, so let's just have a look what else we got here. And I do feel for some of my cancers, you may hear of somebody who's going to be coming for the Christmas season from abroad to come and stay with you. Now, this is not going to resonate with everybody, but I just feel that there's going to be a oh gosh, I'm terrible with words sometimes, guys. Well, let's just say that some of your family members or friends are going to be saying that they're coming over to spend time around the Christmas period, okay? Well, just a reunion, that's what I want to say, a reunion with family or friends who are currently living abroad, but I do see them coming back, because I've just got a picture of a reindeer and a sleigh here, but it just, to me, means that there's somebody I feel is coming from overseas to stay with you over the Christmas period. So yeah, that's what I'll pick out of the cup, guys. So what I'm going to do now is just move this out the way a second and pick some cards to see what comes out of the actual cards for you. So I'm going to just quickly shuffle these and pull two out of this pack. So what have we got as well, please, for Cancer towards the end of October? What have we got coming through for my lovely Cancer? I'll take that one for October. Well, the end of October, because I'm doing this as my like witch's brew for Halloween, guys. And that one's just flipped out, so I'm going to have that card. And then I'll just give a quick shuffle on here. So what have we got for the lovely Cancers as well for the month of October? What other influences? And I'm going to have that top one because that flew out first, and I'm going to take that one. And you know what, I will keep the third one because that did want to come out for a reason. So for you, my lovely Cancers, you've got an extra card there. But let's have a look then what we've got, guys. So we've got in need of help, assistance and guidance. So some of my Cancers then, coming towards the end of October around the Halloween period, are going to need a helping hand or may need some guidance. Now this may reflect the being grounded element that was in the cup when I was reading the cup for you, okay? So it's just to be aware that you may need to ground yourself a little bit, and you may need some assistance or guidance. And it also could mean, when I was doing the reading, remember I said you need to look at the paperwork element, checking things, okay? So it could be to do with that. Then we've got the Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person, okay? So this is just to be aware, guys, coming into the Halloween period, going into the start of November, that to be aware of someone around you who sort of digs their hooves in a little bit, being a bit stubborn. Now, this could also reflect you guys, okay? It might be saying to you to take a look of how you're reacting to something. You may be have had your aggression raised for some reason, or you may have been stubborn on a certain aspect that's going on around you. I do feel this may be around a work collective here. It could be an element of a person within your work group who you feel that's been a bit stubborn, not wanting to play ball, has got an aggressive approach when people have, you know, in a work environment have been asked about their opinion, and you've just sat there thinking, my God, you're a bit stubborn, aren't you? Sort of thing, that kind of scenario, okay? So it's just to be aware of that. Then we have basket, recognition and reward for merit. Now, what came out in that cup, guys? I said that there was going to be some kind of an acclaim, whether you've been on a course, you'll have a certificate. So that just obviously highlights exactly what's come out of that cup, that some of my Cancers are going to get recognition and reward for merit for something that they've done. So that ties in lovely with the tea leaves that came out in the cup. And then we have rainbow. The most difficult part of the situation is over, okay? So if you've been dealing with any health issues, Cancer, going in, you know, the last couple of weeks, if there's a situation, this stubborn, aggressive person that may have been around you, okay? this issue within a work collective, what I was feeling, you know, that could resolve itself. It could be that you just need to speak up and speak your truth. Where I picked up in the cup that somebody, when I said, you know, don't take it for face value of what somebody is saying about somebody else, there could be a little bit of dishonesty there. But it's just saying whatever that situation was or has been, then that is going to get a resolve shortly in the month of October. And then we've also got this extra little bit of card that jumped out with the others to see why that was Cancer. And it's Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. Okay. So as we finished the end of October, going into November, whatever this achievement or recognition or reward or course or whatever it is, whether it's a new job, a new relationship, it's just saying that, guys, whatever you've been putting or manifesting, then to believe that you are on the road to success here. And I do feel it's to do with a career thing there, having this recognition, rewards, etc. I just feel that it could be to do with career on that. Okay, so yeah, my lovely Cancers, this is a new element for me. I've had the cards now for a couple of years. My late mother, who passed away a couple of years ago, she always used to read tea leaves for family members who came round. It was one of the, oh, can you read the tea leaves? And it's been in my generation now for quite a number, you know, of years in the past. And I just thought it was nice to bring this as a different element to my table to share with you guys. So I hope you can pick something up from that, Cancer, and I'll look forward to reading to you next time. Take care then. Bye.